record this from now. So we are recording, we are live, and we're going to get straight into this presentation. Review. There you go. Fantastic. Okay, we're good to go, I think. Well, good evening, people of England, wherever you're at right now. My name is Cy Bennett, and I'm here to bring to you tonight this webinar on Isagenix. Before we get into a bit about the products and the business tonight, and also some fantastic stories that we've got here to share tonight, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and how I became involved in this amazing company. So I moved out to Australia in 2005 at the age of 21, and quickly fell in love with the lifestyle and the industry of fitness, and kind of climbed through the ranks as a personal trainer and worked in various gyms throughout 2005 to 2012. In 2013, I decided to open my own gym on the northern beaches of Sydney, and ran that gym for about 3.5 years before I moved back to the UK last year. And in that time, I was approached by many different companies to promote their supplements, their products within my gym. And I kind of got to a stage where I thought, they're all pretty much the same. They're all just heavily marketed. They're kind of undernourished with regards to what they're putting in their products. There was no real scientific backing with a lot of these brands, and I kind of just got to a stage where I realized that in a lot of the supplement industry, particularly in bodybuilding and stuff like that, it's just a lot of false claims that are putting on their products. So I was introduced to Isagenix through one of my top strength and conditioning coaches who was working in my gym, and he was a very respected guy and a knowledgeable guy. And so he'd been using these products for about a little over 12 months. And so I thought to myself, well, look, he's a guy I respected. He raved on about them, him and his wife. And because I respected his judgment and his knowledge, I started to look into the company more. So I jumped on board with their products and had a great product transformation myself. And then by sharing the products in with my clients and friends and Aussie family, you could say, over in Sydney, quickly became, getting amazing results with my clients, and also picking up a secondary income in the process. And so going from a small business owner where I was working 80, 90-hour weeks, week in, week out, to being able to free up some of that spare time because I was earning a secondary income, basically allowed me to do my job better and enjoy working in the fitness industry, because going from working as an employee to owning a business in the industry was very, very stressful. So the products that for me gave me a really good transformation, not only in just the way I was looking, but also the way I was feeling, reduction of stress, toxicity in the body. And this is why I kind of bolted onto this company, and now, really passionate about promoting these products wherever I'm in the world, or especially the countries that we're in. Last year, Isagenix came to the UK, and we've now nearly been here for 12 months, and we've had the most amazing response in how Isagenix is building here, because it's not just a solution for a problem overseas. It's a worldwide solution. With the obesity epidemic that's here right now, people living very stressed out lives, people having very little time on their hands because they're working longer hours to try and make ends meet, and kind of everything with Isagenix just dovetails nicely into a world crisis that we currently have. So it's a little bit about me. The vision is really powerful, and I love speaking this vision because it kind of reminds me about why I got involved in Isagenix and the bigger picture, and that is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the largest health and wellness company in the world. And that's something that gets me really excited day in, day out, and especially when I'm speaking to friends or people who I come across in the gym who I'm coaching. I'm really passionate about that vision, because realistically it's not just me helping one person at a time get a good product transformation. It's a bigger picture. It's about, what are we going to leave for the future generations of children that are growing up now when they're exposed to such poor quality nutrition and lifestyle factors that are causing such problems in the world. So that's where I'm really passionate about this company as well. The market trends here in the UK, frighteningly, are 50% of women and 68% of men are considered overweight. That BMI, that body mass index, is over 25. Now, that might be, your standard middle-aged spread where you've kind of got that sitting, that kind of deposit of body fat, particularly around your abdominal area, right where your organs are sitting between the ribs and the pelvis. The visceral fat that's accumulating in between the organs that is the stuff that can really cause nasty health problems along the line. And a really interesting fact about the NHS is about 80% of the NHS is clogged up with people who are suffering from lifestyle-related diseases. So type 2 diabetes is a big one at the moment, where people are just, they've either been uneducated through their life, or they just haven't been making conscious lifestyle choices to be making sure that they're living a good, healthy, clean lifestyle, and making sure that they don't get to these ages and suffer from such poor health. So it's a scary fact, but it also means that we do have a market here for what Isagenix is offering, which is really good for people who want to share this opportunity. The industry stats are, right now the global weight management market is becoming ever more increasing year after year for people who are looking to get healthy. Between the 80s and the 90s were the eras where you could stand in a pub and smoke behind a bar and no one really looked, twice at you. Whereas now we're kind of abolishing smoking. People are more conscious about the food they're eating, organic foods. People are waking up to the fact that it's important to live healthily. And what's good about Isagenix is, it just kind of attaches itself to a global issue that we're currently facing. And again, the fitness industry is growing every single day as the same result. More people are getting involved in fitness, and people who do work in fitness having something like Isagenix as a secondary income is something really powerful, because it really helps. Right now, we have kind of two solutions with the products that have been launched into the UK market. Obviously, we've got way more products that are still yet to launch here. But as a new market here in the UK, they've landed with the basics, which are our weight management products, as well as our energy and performance. And those are what I'm going to be talking to you about right now. So let's get into kind of like the cornerstone of how Isagenix really dominates in the health and wellness industry, and that is combating the three things that I always talk about when I've spoken about health in health and fitness, and that is balancing the body. By balancing the body, it works the way it's supposed to. And Isagenix does that really well by these next three products that I'm going to speak about. The first one is their Isolene shake. So good macronutrition going into the body, your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. So this is a meal replacement shake. Now, that's quite hard for a lot of people to kind of get hold of. It was for me when I first started looking at Isagenix. People were telling me to replace meals, and I was kind of like, no, you can't replace meals with powders. It goes against everything that I believe in the health and fitness industry, blah, 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 blah. Then the following morning, I found myself driving to my gym, buying a muffin and a flat white to get some calories into my body at 5:30 in the morning before I opened the gym. And I kind of sat back and thought, well, you know what? I eat 7 meals a day. It's quite hard to eat 7 knife and fork meals every day. What if I could replace 2 of those with something that's going to give my body the same nutrients than a knife and fork meal would? And so this is really where Isagenix came into it for me. And then obviously for people who are eating 2 or 3 or 4 meals a day, again, it just provides that kind of that stopgap. So 24 grams of undenatured whey protein, 24 grams of carbohydrates. Yes, there are carbohydrates in this shake. Your body needs fuel for the engine so it can move. And it's really important people don't starve their body with carbohydrates. And it's got 8 grams of fiber, which slows the absorption down of the carbohydrates, so you don't get that sugar spike and crash. You get that slow release energy. So it keeps you full with the fiber, but it also releases that carbohydrate slow into the blood, which gives you energy. 22 vitamins and minerals, and they taste great. Chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. You can choose whichever one you want. I mean, the chocolate is just an unbelievable go-to, but I like all 3 flavors, and I'm sure you will as well, unless you have a real specific flavor that you like. So that's our shake. Cleansing. The 5-2 diet is a big hit here in the UK the last couple of years. The intermittent fasting has been something that's won Nobel prizes now. There's people looking into nutritional cleansing, and Isagenix have been doing it since 2002. And the difference between what isogenics do with their fasted days is they support the fast. And by that, what I mean is you don't just starve the body from everything for the day and just drink lemon in water. You will consume this product called Nourish for Life, which is a potent blend of botanicals derived from plants that when you put them into your body, allows your body to naturally clean out the impurities and the toxins that your body holds. Now, toxins that we're exposed to every day are things that are found on our food, so herbicides, fungicides, pesticides that are sprayed on crops that we eat to make food last longer on shelves, that all the big chain supermarkets are doing. So all the fruits and vegetables, toxins from deodorant, antiperspirant, shower, makeup for women, skincare. And what happens in the body when you consume these toxins is the vast number of toxins are so high our body cannot basically clean them out naturally. So the liver and the kidneys are working overdrive to try and detoxify the body naturally, but we're just clogging ourselves up. And the clear signs of that are the fatty deposits that sit around your stomach area. It's showing you're high in toxins. So with this Nourish for Life, it helps the body naturally rid these impurities. And we do it one of two ways. You can either do it as a deep cellular cleanse by where you'll have a fasted day where you won't consume any food at all. And the beauty about putting your body into a fasted state is it turns into a repair mode. So the body identifies the fact that it needs to start looking for secondary sources for fuel, one of them being body fat, which is fantastic. The health benefits for the body as well are all over, research and science. You can Google the benefits of intermittent fasting. And the other way that we can do this is just by having it as a shallow cleanse, where in the morning you can just pour it with a pint of water and drink it first thing in the morning, and it'll just help your body just naturally, again, cleanse out throughout the day. So everyone who I've introduced to isogenics, who's got on board with nutritional cleansing like this, they've continued to do it. Whether it's once a fortnight after their first 30 days, once a week. Some people are doing doubles they'll do a Saturday and Sunday. The health benefits are there. So until you try it yourself, it's really hard for me to continue talking about it, but you will feel great. And then the next one is our Ionic Supreme, which you can see on the right-hand side here. Now, we have made this amazing tonic, and it's basically packed full of adaptogenic herbs. So if you were to go into a health food store and say, I'm suffering from fairly high stress levels, you'd walk out with about 7 to 15 different adaptogenic herbs individually that they would tell you to put all together and take in pill format and blah, 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 blah. Isogenics have just conveniently put it all into a nice, potent tonic, and we take this in the morning first thing or last thing at night. So it just allows your body to adapt to stress. When you consume these adaptogenic herbs that are contained in these plants, then it allows your body to manage stress. Now, if you're someone that finds it hard to get going in the morning, then you can take it first thing. If you're someone that finds it hard to drift off at night and fall asleep, you can have it last thing at night, and it will put you into a deep restorative sleep. So it's a really smart product that just allows the body to manage stress. So between those three products that we've got there, you've got your shakes that put the good nutrition in, you've got the cellular cleansing with the Nourish for Life, and then you've also got the Ionics here that allows the body to reduce stress. When you do all three of those things, your body is in harmony, and it will respond by performing the way it's supposed to, by having energy when your alarm goes off in the morning, by not having that 3 p.m. slump where you're reaching for the tuck machine at work to eat something sweet. So it's really powerful what it does. And then what we have on the right-hand side here are e-shots. These are a caffeinated shot that we take either as a replacement to a cup of tea or a coffee, or you can have it before you go to the gym if you are a bit of a gym junkie. And it is a shot of caffeine, but it's derived from green tea. So it's a better way of consuming caffeine. And there's also another key ingredient called yerba mate in this, which is also a fantastic adaptogen that's got huge health benefits for the body. So for me, I have one of these before I go and do a workout. It doesn't give me this big peak and then this massive crash. it just gives me a nice boost of energy that maintains throughout that workout, and it means I can still sleep at night after that. So really good. And then if you are kind of like someone who is, I don't know, you might be a strength athlete, you might be a bodybuilder, you might be looking just to use out the undenatured whey protein. We've got Isopro here, which is not the meal replacement, but it is just a whey protein isolate. So it's the same undenatured whey, but it's just purely in an isolated format. And then our isolene bars here, if you do have a sweet tooth, these are essentially our protein bars that you can also use as well as a snack throughout your shake days. And they also contain the same undenatured whey protein, carbohydrates in there as well, and they taste absolutely sensational. What's really good about Isagenix, it is really heavily tested, and we've got now 8 peer-reviewed journals. So that is where Isagenix give their products to universities around the globe and allow universities to test our products and put them through the run and basically give the report back. Now, if you have anything negative, they'll report that, because it's the highest level of testing that university studies do, and that's what we have. We have what's called peer-reviewed journals. So we have all these peer-reviewed journals and the studies that you can go and find on isagenixbusiness.com if you are a bit of a science nut and you want to learn about that. But it also gives us the confidence to share these products with our friends, our family, sporting friends or athletes, knowing that we have products that are heavily tested, heavily regulated, and they do exactly what they say on the tin, if you like. And it's backed by science, which is really good. You know, I was a strength and conditioning coach for 12 years. I owned a gym for 3 years. It was important for me to make sure that if I was going to promote a brand of products, I wasn't doing it with a brand of products that didn't have science backed, because that was my reputation on the line. And there's a lot of other healthcare professionals that are in the same light: nutritionists, dietitians, food scientists, chemists, organic chemists, biologists, toxicologists, you know, personal trainers. A lot of professionals in the health and wellness industry are promoting these brands, which is really good. But it's not all about me tonight. I do have 2 amazing people who I was fortunate enough to meet and share with Isagenix, and they've had some great results as well. And we're going to start the first one by the superstar, post-workout, straight in, Miss Kim Elliott. Take it away, Kim.
Right, well, before Isagenix, you can see the first picture there on the right-hand side. That was me probably late September, October last year. When I started with Isagenix, even though I had lost a little bit of weight, I still wasn't happy with my shape. I wanted a more even shape. I've got the typical hourglass, bum, hips, you name it. But I just wanted that leaner look with the shape, just to be happy with my body. I was introduced to Isagenix through Si, as you've met earlier. I run a prep food business in Ilkeston. I deliver Si's food now, and he introduced me to Isagenix and the benefits of it. I was very dubious at first. Obviously, I tried various things in the past and they hadn't worked. So since using Isagenix, I've lost weight. My shape, as you can see from the last picture on the right-hand side, is smoother, it's more defined. I've gained lean muscle, but one important thing is that for about 4 or 5 years, I didn't sleep very well. I used to get about 5.5 hours to 6 hours a night. Now I actually get 8 hours a night. And I actually did, and I've not told Si this, a little experiment. I started using my isotonic in the morning for the last week, just to see if it made any difference. And I have been waking up at least once or twice in the night because I haven't been taking it before bed. So it just shows the benefits of it and actually how it can improve your sleep pattern. The only other thing that was very, very evident was every day I had a 3 o'clock lull. I didn't have to look at my watch. I knew it was 3 o'clock because that's when the fatigue would start hitting in. I'd get tired. Since using Isagenix, I have had no 3 o'clock lull. I can actually look at my watch now and it's 5, 6 o'clock. So, you know, the actual benefits of your whole well-being, not just your body, is tremendous. So that's my little story so far.
Woohoo! Amazing, Kim. Thank you so much for sharing. And I know that there are just so many other women across the world, not only just here in the UK, that are definitely suffering with the same symptoms, with, you know, looking for things where it's the standard. I've tried everything, and it's like, it's not just about trying a different diet. It's just about, you know, look at the benefits and your body being cleansed and balanced. Really good results. And you are crushing it in the gym. You know, we're getting stronger every week. We're getting faster. It's great to see how now it's all starting to take shape. Also, we have on tonight our CrossFit superstar, Kathryn Harrold. Can you hear me, Kathryn? Are you there?
I am indeed.
Woohoo! Unmuted. You all over it.
I know, technology is
so
great.
organised. Women are brilliant. I love it. Kathryn, please explain that facial expression as you're pressing.
Thanks for that picture. Thank you for that. That was actually my first ever thruster in the game. So, and a PB. So, before I started Isogenics, I've been training. I'd been on doing CrossFit, but I wasn't really getting the results that I wanted. And I was tired. I was tired of feeling like a dough ball. I was tired of trying to keep my head above the sea of anxiety and depression. And I was basically just tired. I was introduced to Isogenics by Si, because he was one of my coaches at CrossFit. And I trusted his knowledge and experience. And as you've seen, he's so lively and upbeat all the time. And I was thinking, I want some of that. I want to feel like that. So I've been using the products for 3 months, and I am so happy with the changes that I've had, not only physically, but in my well-being as well. As a result of using the products, as you can see, I've lost weight, and my body has changed. I'm getting more toned, and I'm just feeling much better and brighter in myself as well. I'm getting so many PBs, my training's better. It's just brilliant. I can honestly say that I will be using Isogenics forever now. I honestly cannot imagine a day not using the products now.
Fantastic. What's been your best PB so far? I know we did some rope climbs. I was pretty impressed by you scaling a rope the other week. What else?
Rope climb is definitely up there with my fear of heights. Trusting myself to get up to that top was amazing. It's just the weights. I'm lifting more weight. I'm quicker. I'm got more stamina. It's awesome.
Great stuff. Thank you for your share. Can't wait to be in Manchester with you both this weekend, and about 1,000 to 1,500 other pumped up, motivated people at the event. One thing I do like to talk on is the IsoBody Challenge. It's free to enter. It's a 16-week challenge for anyone who wants to join. So if they get started with Isogenics, they can immediately enter into Isogenics, the IsoBody. And just for completing the 16 weeks, Isogenics will give you a £150 product voucher. And these are some of the winners who won the IsoBody Challenge. Not only do you get a chance to just get that £150 voucher in return for just completing it, but you also go into the final if you have such a good transformation. And the final, you can win £5,000 here. And they do 3 of these a year. So I think the winner gets £5,000, the runner-up gets £3,000, and photo shoot, all the rest of it, if that's something that excites you. But the beauty about it is you've got 16 weeks. You've got accountability, you've got support from us in the team, and it's something that you can really, focus on a good lifestyle transformation. We are not here to promote quick fix, fad dieting, crash weight loss, and all that bullshit. If you are serious about changing the way you look and feel, you need to be serious about doing it for the rest of your life, not just for 30 days and then you can go back to being a slob. It's about making the clear lifestyle choice changes that you need to in order to live the best life that you can. And anyone can do this. It really is amazing to see. So that's the 16-week IsoBody Challenge. And we have that promise behind us. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee on all our products for your first pack. So if you are introduced to Isogenics by anyone who's brought you on this webinar tonight, and you jump on one of our systems, you have that 30 days to give the products a run for their money. You really want to give these products a run for their money. You put them to the test. And if for any reason you don't enjoy them, you send them back before 30 days, you'll get a full refund from the company, no questions asked. But that's about the products. I'm going to quickly touch on the business model. So if you are someone that has come onto this webinar tonight that also would like to understand, how do these businesses grow? How do these people get their products paid for? Because that's always a good thing for us to try and promote. It's about, getting you a good product transformation first and then getting your products paid for. And that's what people are passionate about. And if they're sharing these products, why not be rewarded for it? You would tell your friends about a good hairdresser or a good film or a good restaurant to go and eat at. It's exactly the same, only we just get paid a residual income to share these products. The business opportunity is called You Share, They Share, Repeat. Why would you choose Isogenics? Well, the company's been going since 2002 now, and every single year they've increased in revenue. Last year they did $1 billion US in sales, which was just incredible in 1 year. So now being a new market to be opening here, England is the gateway to Europe. They've just opened in the Netherlands, and they're launching in Spain as well this year. Germany's next on the hit list. So it really is starting to infiltrate across Europe now, and we are the gateway for that. So it's a great time to be involved in a company that is of the 21st century, understanding how to earn money while you sleep, which is what fires me up as well. So You Share, They Share, Repeat, really simple. For myself, I introduced Kim and Kathryn to the product. And by doing that, I got paid a product introductory bonus. Now, if they started on our premium pack, my bonus would have been £66 for Kim and £66 for Kathryn. If I did that in the same week, they would double that bonus, and I get £132 for each of those. So if you were to do that with two of your friends, you'd get that straight back into an account that you can either use to buy products with, or you can transfer it straight to your bank, which is really cool. So if you want cash money, then you can do that. But if you want to use it for products, you can leave it in an ISA wallet. In addition to that, because you've shared the products with two people, you also get another £40. So just for helping two of your friends get started. Now, you might do that and all start together. You get £304 back as a rebate, which is awesome. Now, if you showed your two friends how they got started and how they could do the same for their two friends, well, then it happens again. They get what you would have got there, the £304, but you also, because you helped them share with two of their friends, you get £81 for the person on the left and £81 for the person on the right. So this all starts to add up pretty quick. It's another £162 there. If you do that inside 2 months of you starting Isogenics, you don't have to, but if you do, you're one of these people that was like, wow, it worked for me. I've got friends who want to get started, and this happens in under 2 months, then you can earn another bonus of £204. So that takes everything up to £670. That's quite a lot of money, really, for just helping two people get healthy and then helping them two people to get healthy. And just for that is, that can be repeated every week. There's people across the world now that are doing this and picking up a fantastic secondary income as a result of which. And it's just great to do. I really believe that people should look at opportunities, because job security, if you're working for big corporations or you've got a government paying job, things can change overnight. You don't know where you're going to be. And if you don't have that security behind you, then you can leave yourself pretty exposed in life. If you look at something like this, you can do in the pockets of your time. If it's just 10 minutes a day or an hour a week, whatever it may be, you can work it, and you can make even just enough money to buy a holiday for you and your family at the end of the year, or you can make a great secondary income. I've met a lot of people around between here and Australia that are picking up a pretty hefty paycheck each week. So that's us. I said 35 minutes, 8:34.
Yes.
Woohoo! I'm going to just pull us back in if I can. Where are we? Where is everyone? Here they are. I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to unmute everyone so everyone can say hello. Where are we? Here we go. Let's unmute all. Marky Brickhouse in the house. If you want to unmute yourself, people, you can. If you want to say a shout out or hello. And Siobhan, do you want to say hello?
Hi.
Yay!
Hi, Siobhan.
Hello, everybody.
How's your day
Good
been?
hearing the story on Zoom as well as at Morley Hayes, Si. That's a must for everybody who's interested to get to Morley Hayes. See yourself and Heather doing the presentation.
Yeah, we do this presentation live in person where you get to try the products, you get to meet some other people, you get to see some of the stories. It's really, really good. So let's tune out. It's Monday night. It's been a big day. I'll see you in the gym soon, Mr. Brickhouse.
You will.
And for you as well, Kathryn.
See you, Kathryn. See you.
See you. Bye, everybody.
See you guys. Take
Bye.
care.